What's going on? We back, Motor City Sports Talk. It's your boy CJ Goodfellow. Blessings to all the brothers and sisters out there supporting the channel, and I definitely appreciate everybody for checking in. Let's talk about Trey Burke. The New York Knicks has put Trey Burke on a trade block. I think it was last week, and I heard all they asking is for a second rounder for him, and possibly you can just give a player back or cut a player, waive a player, whatever the Pistons want to do if they don't have enough roster spots, which I don't think they do. Just to trade for a second round pick for Trey Burke, but or he send somebody to the G League or something like that, I think. But Trey Burke has been playing pretty well this season. When he get consistent playing time, he's had some really, really big games for the New York Knicks this year. You can look at his stat line earlier this year, and I think he's better. He's a better point guard, facilitator, and he provides more consistent shooting than Reggie Jackson. I think he's more comfortable in a role as being a natural point guard than Reggie Jackson. We talked about in our last video how Reggie Jackson needed to move to the bench and be a spark plug and be a scorer off the bench and fit that Lewis Williams, Vinnie Johnson type of role. And they need to let him just shoot the ball more and let him shoot till he drop with that second unit. And I think Trey Burke can be a guy that can move in there. And as you groom somebody else to be the next point guard, he can just be temporary relief at the point guard position. He can take some relief off of Blake Griffin. He can facilitate and throw oops to Blake Griffin. Blake Griffin won't have a load on his shoulders as far as being a scorer, being a leader, being the facilitator, floor general. Trey Burke can be more the facilitator. Trey Burke can be the floor general. And Trey Burke was doing well with the Knicks. David Finsdale just don't give nobody no consistent minutes over there. I don't know if it's the youth movement, but it may not be because, one night Tier playing, other night Dotson playing, then the other night Courtney Lee might play. I mean, only guy over there getting consistent minutes from what I remember was Tim Hardaway Jr. Enes Kanter might play, and they got a young bull behind him, center. Some games he might play. Enes Kanter might not play for a week. You know what I'm saying? And you don't know the rotation over there, man. And that's a sign of a coach that don't have a vision, or a coach that's just intentionally trying to tank. You know what I'm saying? Which we know the New York Knicks are trying to tank for Zion Williamson, which the Pistons should be too. But, hey, that is what it is, right? But I think if the Pistons trying to win now, which they won't win now, but if they're trying to win now and just make the playoffs, I think Trey Burke at a second-round pick is a steal. You know what I'm saying? I think that's an absolute steal. You can do it for this year, next second-round pick. They'll probably take a next year second-round pick for Trey Burke. I don't think Trey Burke can start from the get-go over Reggie Jackson. You can move Reggie to the bench, or you can move him to the 2. You know what I'm saying? And while they at it, if they're really trying to win on the fly, they should go get Tim Hardaway Jr. too. Then you can just trade Reggie Jackson for that contract. He only got one more additional year to Reggie Jackson. Okay, so you'll be on the books for a big contract for one more year. But if they're in the business of trying to win right now, they getting expiring Reggie Jackson contract for Tim Hardaway Jr. next year. Then, Tim Hardaway Jr. provides some scoring. Trey Burke provides some point guard. Blake, Trey, I think that's better than what they got now. I could be wrong, but, hey, I like Trey Burke to come in here and start over point guard at Reggie Jackson, man. Now, it may be some defensive liabilities, and we know everybody on our team got defensive liabilities except for Bruce Brown and maybe Bullock and Johnson and a couple other guys. But as far as the starters, Drake don't play no defense. Blake don't play no defense for the most part. They try to get effort, but they ain't great defenders. You know what I'm saying? But we just have to be a team that just score buckets. But I think Trey Burke can provide some relief at the point guard position. He can do some things that Kyle Lowry did in Toronto for Dwayne Casey that Reggie Jackson just can't never dream of doing. Okay? And Reggie Jackson just needs to come off the bench and be told, get buckets. Okay? That should be his role for the Detroit Pistons. But like I said before, I think Trey Burke is definitely an upgrade. Now, Frank Aquila, the other guy, he been playing more of the 3 and the 2. So I don't know how good his point guard skills is. They drafted him when he was out of France or something like that. And he another dude over there that ain't getting a lot of playing time. I think they're pretty much settled in on a Moutier getting playing time. He got a ton of potential. Went over to China, supposed to go play for Larry Brown at SMU, whatever happened with that. But, Trey Burke, if I get him for a second-round pick, man, and he ain't making a big salary, I know he not, that could just be a temporary short stopper. And then he can move to the bench if you choose to move Ish Smith or something like that. And he could be your backup point guard for years to come. But Motor City Sports Talk, let me know what y'all think about it. Don't forget, we on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Also, you can reach out to the email if you got a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, or video request. In addition to that, make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. You want to make a donation to the channel, please do donate. Don't forget to share the videos. Twitter no longer uploading the videos straight or auto sharing them from YouTube. So go ahead and share them and help your boy out. Y'all know what it is. We gone.